Yeah, so we're just going to look at some absorbent. This is an oil spill pad, absorbent pad. So we can basically, if there was oil on the top here, we could basically go like that on top of it, lay it down, the oil will absorb into it, and then we can peel it off, and we'd probably see an oblong of water underneath it where it's removed the oil. So it soaks up the oil from the water. So that's one thing there. We can also have this absorbent on a roll. So any absorbent you see that's blue or white is for oil spill response. Okay, so we can have it on a roll as well. If you see anything that's yellow, for example, these little socks here, or the pads here, then that's for chemical use. And it'll pick up water and it'll also pick up acid. So anything that's blue or white is for oil, and anything yellow is for chemicals. So moving along a little bit bigger now on what we've got to soak up and the quantity of oil spill, we can use these booms. They come in two sizes. There's one here, and you can see the one in the packs there are just slightly bigger. So they hold about 25 times their own weight. So when they're full, pretty heavy. So what we would do with these, very quick to deploy, which is one of the main advantages of it, is that this little hook on the end of this one, once we've got them out of the pack there, just clips into there, like so, and then this one here clips into there. And then we join these two together. So if you knew you were going to have a spill, you could have these in a bin or a drum, maybe next to the area that potentially you might have a spill. Maybe you're getting boats are being refueled here or something, and in that time of emergency, you quickly grab this and deploy it very fast. So you could have these linked together. But as I said, coming out of a pack like this, quite easy to get ready for deployment. So I'm using this blue sheet, pretending it's a stream. So obviously my water abilities aren't that good. So there we go. So we've got across the stream. I'd more than likely throw a rope across to this side. Someone will be here. We'd pull it across. So we lay it down there. This end here, what we'd actually do is put a little cut into the bank there, and then push a stake in, something like that, and then the same the other end. So the only thing really we can get wrong when deploying the boom is if the oil was actually on this side, and say I'm the oil and I'm coming in now and I hit the boom, and it would work down. Now there could potentially be a gap here with the water movement, and the oil would flow down that gap and out through there. So if the oil's coming in here, what we want to do is have that joint on that side, so it hits that, goes over the overlay bit, and then would come down here to the other bank where we pegged it off. So that's about it. And as far as if we have to retrieve it after deployment, it's soaked up all the oil we wanted, then what we can do is we should have another boom behind it during that collection time. So if we're going to pull that boom out, it's full, we should have another boom going behind this so that we're not losing the oil that we've gathered from here. Because when we pick this up, the oil will be coming out of it. Yeah. So what I could be doing, normally we'd have some assistance, so there'd be someone else holding the bag, like so. But the problem is when it's sort of 25 times its own weight, it's being put into the bag there, we're lifting it up, the oil would be dripping out. So it's always good practice to have another boom behind it. Whether it's an absorbent boom, or maybe a fence boom like this. Another thing is that if it was small, the flow was quite strong, another way that you can use a fence boom to assist the absorbent boom is to actually put that in front. Now, is because the flow was quite great coming through here, and the oil was being pushed underneath the boom. Yes, it was flowing underneath it because of the force of the currents. Then basically what I've done is I've put the fence boom in here to try and slow that current down so that the oil will absorb into it. So that's another method if the current is somewhat strong.